Good morning. So this reading is for Monday, May 27th. And so what I'm going to do here is just pull some cards, kind of see a little bit about our past energy, see where we are right now, and then get a sense of where we're going. And it feels really important to note that we do have free will. So if this is moving in a direction that you don't want it to, you can make different decisions and go on a different path. And I see that too in the readings. Like if enough people don't like the direction that this is going and you're a return viewer, then this is something where I would pick up on the energy from a collective standpoint and see that kind of shift in a different way or down a different path or something along those lines. And I don't usually say this, so I'm just putting it out there now that if you don't like where this is going, although I'm going to be completely honest, when I look at the cards here, I think it's going in a pretty good direction. Looking at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands, this is about movement. This is going in a different direction, maybe even having some sort of conversation. But what this is doing is it's really drawing on your passions. So think about your hobbies, the way that you spend your free time, even the kinds of conversations you have with friends, family, those people that you love. There's something really significant about that. It feels like it's really being highlighted right now. And I'm also getting some sort of coping mechanism. So this might be like if you hit a dark period or some sort of a bump in the road, because we all do. We all go through those phases where things are just tougher than usual. And so it's about going back to your happy place, and your happy place as it relates to other people, because you kind of have that tribe of people that you can rely on, or even if it's not like a group of people, it could be going to a place where you're around like-minded people, like going to a yoga studio or going outdoors and going and spending time in a national park, something where you're around other people that enjoy doing the same thing. There's something really grounding about that kind of helps you get through whatever obstacles are coming at you. And so looking at the past energy here, Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Lovers. What this feels like here is that you were getting yourself ready for some sort of high-level commitment, some sort of relationship. There's a lot of putting yourself back into balance. Queen of Cups is about, it's your emotions. That's what the cups represent. So Queen specifically is more of like self-love. It can be, unless it's coming up in some sort of relationship context. And so Queen of Cups, male or female, it really just represents that self-love. Nine of Pentacles is really about building your own abundance. And so being able to take care of yourself and nurture yourself and get yourself ready for whatever it is that you want next. If it's a relationship, if it's improving a relationship, going after some sort of love relationship, it's something along those lines. But regardless of whatever it is that you're trying to go after, you've been in this place of really healing yourself, prioritizing yourself. And I'm getting, I'm trying to find the right way to articulate it with the Lovers. It could also be the integration within yourself of the masculine and feminine energy, because that is what you're doing here. You're healing whatever has been taking place within you. And whether it is, again, getting ready for another relationship, or it's just about healing yourself. I would say probably more other relationship, and I'll tell you why in a second here. So the Sun is showing up in current energy. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is the reason why. Four of Wands is one of the marriage cards within tarot, so it is about having a reason to celebrate. Six of Wands, a lot of success. The Sun, so a lot of optimism, a lot of things moving in the right direction, feeling really positive about maybe some sort of turn of events here. I am going to highlight with the Lovers showing up, and then the next card would be the Sun in this reading. We did just move into Gemini season, and that is the sun sign of Gemini. And so these two feel really significant, that whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish in the past, you're starting to feel, and I say feel, even if you're not physically seeing anything, you're starting to feel better about the situation. You feel like things are moving forward, that there is going to be a reason to celebrate here. And when I look at the future energy, so I'm getting the Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands. So Ace of Cups is about getting yourself ready to move forward, offering up your cup of love to another person. Knight of Wands, this would be something where you see somebody that really sparks your interest, and you're going to go ahead and make an offer here. Eight of Wands, you're not going to hold back. This would be some sort of conversation around this offer. It's something that you want to do. Let's get some additional details here because this is a really interesting love reading. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. So with the Queen of Cups, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles. So what you were doing was you were healing yourself. You were putting yourself back into some sort of rhythm where you felt really aligned with who you are. The Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, but you're only going to be generous if you feel like you have something to give. And so this was about creating that balance. It was about finding yourself again. Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Tower. You might have had a sudden aha moment about this entire journey, and it would have been, this feels really recent. This would have been in the recent past for sure. Could have been around the full moon that we just had on the 23rd. But whatever this was, it was kind of breaking down some barriers for you so that you could move forward. And with the Lovers, I'm getting the Knight of Cups. And so this is movement forward. This is offering your cup of love to another person. So lots of emotions, lots of wanting to either be in a relationship or do something connected to an existing relationship. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Four of Wands. With the Sun, I'm getting the Emperor energy. So feeling very bold, very confident. This Emperor energy, it's Mars, so it's the god of war. It's Aries energy, but this is about standing up for yourself, going after exactly what you want. The Emperor is not one to sit back and let anybody steer him in a different direction. This is somebody who makes up their mind and then goes for it, goes in that direction and doesn't take no for an answer, quite frankly. So that's really positive there because it is with the Sun. So really everything you're doing, you're on the right path. You're moving in a direction that you want to be moving in. And it feels really positive here. Six of Wands, 10 of Wands. So you overcame a lot of maybe, I want to say barriers. These barriers showed up not in a traditional way. So these weren't like physical structures. These could have been emotional, but this actually feels more of like a sense of responsibility. So you had a lot on your plate. You were handling a lot of things and maybe you didn't have time to take care of yourself. You didn't have time for any kind of commitment or relationship in your life. And so what this means is that you're probably starting to feel that some of the weight is being lifted from your shoulders. And that's going to be a little bit different for everybody because some of this would be in some emotional lift where you are getting some sort of relief here from even those burdens that you've been carrying around. These don't have to be physical burdens. These can also be emotional burdens. So a lot of success around that. And then clarifying the Four of Wands, we have the Lovers. So definitely moving in that direction, looking for some sort of elevated type of relationship. The Lovers is soulmate type energy. This is somebody who's on the same page as you, wants the same type of life that you do, and really wants to come together and form some sort of union. And so you either know somebody and that's the direction that you're going, or it looks like you're about to meet somebody. But it does look like you might have made an offer here in the past with that Knight of Cups. Like you might have started down this path and now this is more of a continuation. Let's get this Ace of Cups that's showing up in the future. Knight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands. With the Ace of Cups, I got the Ace of Cups. So I was wondering why one ace was showing up, one Ace of Cups was showing up in this future energy. And what this really tells me is that you're both on the same page. You're both going to be making the offer to each other. There's something, it's really mutual. With the Knight of Wands, I'm getting the High Priestess. So trusting your gut, knowing what is right for you, not holding yourself back. There's something connected to fear that I'm picking up. So if maybe in the past you would have hesitated when it comes to entering into some sort of relationship, this person might bring some sort of insecurity to the surface, or there's something where you're scared of kind of a deep emotional commitment with another person or whatever this connection might represent to you. There's something about this that maybe in the past would have had you holding yourself back in a way. What you're really doing here is you're kind of being that Emperor energy, and you're not going to let that hold you back. You're going to trust your instincts and know that if I was hurt in the past by something similar or somebody that I feel was similar situation, interpret that whatever you want, however you want, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to think the worst and think that whatever happened in the past is going to be repeated here in the present, or in this case, the future. But 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, you might be talking about this fear. There could be some sort of fear of commitment that's coming to the surface, some sort of conversation around the direction that you want to go, maybe reasons that you are a little apprehensive, but also this feels like it's not having the conversation of we're not going to be in a relationship or we're not going to move forward here, but it's more along the lines of I've been through some things and you probably have too. And so what we're doing is we'll just work on it. We're not going to let fear hold back. We're going to have this kind of open, honest communication with each other, because that is fire energy. And the fire signs are known for being very blunt and very direct. There's no sugarcoating here. So it does feel like it's a very open, honest type of conversation. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.